Hello everybody, just about ready to get started. A little bit of a headache today, so I don't think today will be a long stream. Let's chat a little bit when we listen to some East music. So, there's not a lot in terms of functional changes coming into this patch when it comes to the difficulty of the game, or not difficulty, when it comes to the controls or abilities of the character. Let's go ahead and just open up the patch notes real quick. Oh, it's never quite sized correctly. There we go. So, let's talk a little bit. There's one thing I want to go over, and then some of it's going to help with the visuals. I want to go over the visuals once a few people pop into chat again. But essentially, I'm trying to make it a bit easier to use Axe Armor mode in the Mayhem mod, while also allowing kind of like a different branch of static difficulty for the Axe Armor mode, with the ability to still play like the old version as needed. So what do I mean by that? Well, one of the big issues is that originally all the menus said Chaos. I'm moving them to at least say Mayhem. Instead of saying Start Bot, this is something that says Start Axe Armor. So we'll get to that in a second. I added a couple colors to Enemy Richter. I found kind of like a Legend of Zelda color. So I thought that was kind of neat. I feel like that celebrates things we've been playing recently. Yeah, most of the other things are here. Some quality of life changes, like if you disable the Mayhem meter, it gets rid of the meter. If you happen to have gained it prior to that point. It's like a very, very minute damage increase for faceplant damage. I don't expect this to make like a big difference. It's mostly to counteract some changes I've made to Galamoth. One thing I wanted to state is because I wanted more of a static difficulty for Axe Armor mode, instead of looking at the curse modifiers and all those other things that currently exist in Mayhem, I decided just to make it a static amount. Like, it'll still scale based off of Vlad relics, for example, like the Shaft Orb, and take 16 base hits plus 2 per Vlad relic. I just didn't want the ability for people to basically modify it in the middle of a race, because a lot of people are looking to play it not so much in a casual sense, but as for a racing sense. So I'm trying to cut off things where people could technically cheat. I don't expect the people that are playing today to necessarily cheat, or even tomorrow. But, you know, gotta use a little bit of common sense. Have some anti-cheat measures installed, quote unquote. So that way when new people come in, they might feel that temptation. Well, they're going to be very disappointed, since I've thought about it. So one thing that differentiates the Axe Armor mode compared to the Mayhem one is it'll tell you what settings you've activated when you first activate it. So we'll see that in a little bit. So that way people can make sure that they're playing on the same match setting, where if people were recording it, it at least would show a very obvious change there. You know, if you're either playing Axe Armor items, or custom. And obviously if you're playing custom, well, that might not be according to race rules. So just little things to help from like a moderation standpoint, and also just make sure everybody's on the same page. I felt like that was just a fair change. It doesn't do anything to the gameplay, but it's just one of those things that just adds a validation check for kind of future races going forward. So one of my biggest complaints, I would say, from watching the gameplay recently when it comes to Axe Armor is now that I'm able to distinguish Axe Armor versus Mayhem Axe Armor, I feel like it's time to make the Axe Armor mode much harder with Galamoth. I don't think Richter Orb is really all that different. I think he gets one less base hit, but he gets 2 more per Vlad relic. So there's a bit more range to his difficulty depending on the Vlads. But I don't think this is going to overall change the fight. I do think with Galamoth changes, this is going to end up changing the fight. So instead of having 14 defense, which is what he would have had in the previous runs, he now has 16. Not like a massive change. However, his scaling is much stronger compared to before. Instead of only getting, for example, 200 HP from Cubazobi, he's getting 900 health. So that's a pretty significant damage difference when you couple that even with just the minor defense change. But I added new relics that increase the difficulty. So for example, the Leap Stone, Gravity Boots, Fairy Scroll, Spirit Orb, Holy Symbol. So all those will make him slightly tougher. The existing Bat Relics add a much greater amount, another 50. The Mist Relics add another 50. Wolf Relics I left as is. And more importantly, the Vlad scaling is more consistent. So before it just kind of scaled based off what I thought the power rating of it was, but it ended up being mostly unsatisfactory, and honestly, I didn't really notice a huge difference. So what I ended up doing is just for specifically Rev of Vlad, I'm adding +6 because it's a defensive one, and if you're playing defensive, he should get defense. Otherwise, it just generically adds 3 to his defense total, depending on how many Vlads you need. And I'm also adding 3 for Cuba Zoe as kind of a soft counter to sub-weapon improvements. I did remove Holy Symbol from adding defense, because originally that was the thing that added defense. And you could kind of think of that +2 being moved just straight to Rib of Vlad, when I view it that way. So it should be net neutral in that sense. But the Vlad relics will have much more of an impact, overall adding potentially 3 or 4 extra defense total compared to before. So with 2 extra defense, potentially 4 to 6, I think max defense total. You're doing 8 less damage a hit, and he's got about 30% more health. I think that should make the fight noticeably more engaging without it being, like, super tedious. So we're gonna test it a couple times, just specifically versus Galamoth, and see how we feel about it. I do feel like it feels more like a super boss and not just quite an insta-kill. And I think giving him slightly higher defense helps reduce how fast he dies to multi-hit. He's still gonna die to multi-hit pretty quickly, but it at least penalizes it in a way that it isn't just, like, the best possible choice every single time. So I don't think anything else has really changed there. The last thing that we have to really talk about are these safety checks. The one thing I was observing from the previous patch is that the Gravity Jump and Leap Stone were allowing some kind of goofy clips that were definitely not intended. So I did a per frame check removal of the ability to go through walls if you happen to do those cancels. So that way it doesn't wait potentially 2 or 3 frames, which that wait caused a weird issue where basically you could potentially zip upwards into a ceiling if you were in reverse Coliseum, for example. So that should be gone, 100%. There were some safety checks added to Outer Wall. I don't remember if this was put in my notes. I don't think it was. Added additional anti-zip measures to reverse Outer Wall this gate. I want to explicitly call that one out. The other ones didn't really have a touch-up there. It's just more generically, you just shouldn't be able to do what you did before. But reverse Outer Wall need, I think, is not quite as jank-free as I was hoping, but it is a little better. But you could, I did still manage to zip, but it was not as free as it was before. You have to hit it at a very specific angle at a very specific speed. So it's not 100% fixed, but it shouldn't really come up if all you're trying to do is go through the mist gate. You should not be able to do that in a sense where you get stuck like that. So if you're using the gate normally, it shouldn't jank you out anymore. If you're trying to clip through the wall, you might still be able to zip, but not in a way that I think is helpful. Let me think. Oh yeah, there was other things I was noticing. So one of the things that was really bothering me was I kept seeing incorrect enemy Richter colors. And this took me forever to figure out what this bug was, but I did figure it out eventually. And it was a combination of the enemy Richter offset was wrong, and also that if the players were resetting, sometimes it was clearing the Richter color that was chosen, and then that in turn was not selecting the correct enemy Richter color. So it was kind of like a twofold issue. I think that is now fixed. Enemy Richter should be 1-to-1, whatever color you were, unless it is a color that only your normal Richter can be and enemy Richter cannot. I think that only applies to 2 colors, in which case it picks random. So that should be good. One other thing I changed was making sure the second castle safe room colors are fixed. So it wasn't so much that they were broken as much as the concept of picking like a starting value and adding a value from, let's say, 1 to 15 or 0 to 15 potential color choices, and that happened to be your save color, was not as good as I was hoping it would be, because some of the colors are really unstable depending on what part of the castle that you're in. So I got rid of that basically entirely, and I just came up with my own set of static colors. It doesn't roll like a number to add it. I looked at a couple of rooms in Reverse Castle. Because of where the address is, it's more consistent. So it shouldn't randomly be transparent or like flickering. I saw a lot of flicker saves when people were playing. So hopefully all of that is gone. I picked something closer to the original save value, so it should be more static in nature. So we'll see if that gets fully removed. From personal testing in some save rooms, I went through all the colors, didn't see any issues. Does that mean every save room is fixed? I'm not sure. That is the nature of choosing the palette swap. Sometimes it has the palette sheet loaded, sometimes it does not, or sometimes it has junk data. So hopefully I picked a range that's a bit more, I would say, beneficial, and also that the colors tested were ones that are always loaded. So we'll see. The other thing that I can think of is apparently when you turn to Axe Armor mode on and you hit stop, as in you made it stop Mayhem, it actually wasn't turning off Axe Armor. So oops. I guess usually I'm so used to one and done, I've never tried actually stopping it and then doing something else without it on. So yeah, that should be fixed. Axe Armor should just be off if it's off. So I don't know how long that bug has been there. That was just something I didn't even watch somebody do it on stream. Like, I just did it while testing, and I'm like, oh, I don't think this has been working for like 6 patches, because I didn't change this code since the initiation of Axe Armor. Like, there's a lot of things I touch as part of Axe Armor, and that code was pretty much the same that it was in 2022. And I'm like, oh, oops. Oops. I mean, maybe it had one change in January of this year, maybe, but it wouldn't have impacted how that behaves, so oops. My bad. So anyway, one thing I added was an option for auto splitter. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I have never used auto splitting before. I don't even know where to begin to get the right programs for that stuff. So for people that actually do those kinds of things, let me know if that works. It's based off of an existing change that exists for the SotN tools. However, due to some compatibility issues, I have kind of like a older version of it. I think it works, but again, I haven't tested it. / I don't even know how to test it, to be honest with you. I don't play with speedrunner stuff. So if somebody were to test this, just let me know. If it doesn't work, I just have to get hooked up with whatever program was being used. But seriously, I've never used like splitting stuff ever, because I don't speedrun. I'm gonna make a short note for people that were more interested in some of the technicals. So there have been a couple of asks for things like muted music, stereo mode, to some extent the auto splitter, and there are like libraries I can reference from other developers that are working hard on SotN. So for example, Talik has given the SotN API. I know I said SotN tools here, it's definitely SotN API. And I was following some of the changes with it, but unfortunately it seems like there's a lot of things that just got removed. So none of the later versions of SotN API are compatible with me anymore. So unless I really want to go through and rewrite all the speed addresses, and I'm not even sure. I stopped at speed address. I'm sure there were others missing, like maybe defense. I didn't go through. When the tools / libraries are in a state of flux, I really do not want to take ownership of it. So I just want to be very clear. I did look into it. I actually wanted to include it in the 1.2.0 release, have some of these common requests for stereo and mute music. But unless I go through and manually copy all of the functions and rewrite it in my own way, that I suddenly can view, you know, I have a set of tracks, I look at the track list to see what track is playing, Then from this, I could determine whether or not I can call this function. Unless I'm building my own library to basically replicate what's being called, it doesn't really seem worth it. And especially when things are changing every couple of months, I really don't want to take the time to potentially hose the entire, like, Mayhem, Axe Armor, and otherwise, just to get 2 features. As much as they are nice, I mean, like, I looked at it at one point, and I just did a simple plug-in play to see, like, what the newest API was versus the previous one. It introduced, I think, 1,230 errors. Now, granted, a lot of them are just simple type conversions, and I'm okay with that. Oh, there's one thing that I didn't... Yeah, so there were some things that, like, I saw in there that didn't really make a lot of sense to me. Like, for example, in the entities configuration in particular, where they went from live entity to just entity. Again, those are... Oh, I didn't actually write that as well. Live entity... So, like, I don't care about minor name changes. Like, I can kind of figure those things out, but I don't understand why some of the offsets were changed, because that completely hoses what has been set up. So, for example, when I'm in Mayhem and I'm spawning an enemy and I want something to be offset in a horizontal position by 30 game units, right? Now the offset, instead of being at address 2, is at address 0. So, like, I would have to retest every one of those little address offsets to see if the code still even works. So, I don't know. That's to me, that's a really big ask. So either I have to take ownership of the entire SotN API, or I just use an older version of it and just acknowledge that basically I'm not supported by the latest one. And given I don't really want to make this my full-time job kind of thing, this is mostly just for fun, I really don't want to go through hundreds of class definitions and addresses and compare why we're calling things like, instead of AI ID, it's called update function address, and you know, that's not what I want to do. I want to try to push the boundaries of what we have, and you know, if there's cool little hex addresses that help improve gameplay, or there's like new finds and ways to potentially write something that exists, I'm okay for it. But I also don't really want to spend my time literally analyzing like a line per line change of every version of the API, when the changes are, to be honest, like rather drastic. I mean, in particular, I mean, like just for live entity, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Over 10 changes for one class definition. So being able to then apply that to, you know, as I said before, I didn't even get to speed. I just saw speed was missing, and I'm like, I'm out. It's like, as soon as I didn't see horizontal speed being defined in whole or fractal, I'm like, I'm out. I'm not gonna sit there and relearn everything from the API that I didn't have to pick up before to do something that I've been doing for about 2 years now at this point. So it's like, my willingness to do so has hit a boundary. So maybe in the future, if the API goes back and re-adds some of those addresses, I'm all for it. Oh. Speaking of which, I just remembered another one where I was like, I don't remember what this was. So, you know, they had a lot of terminology for things that, you know, I had gotten used to for over a year, and I understand there's a project going on in parallel to basically deconstruct what is happening. But the problem with it is if there's no one-to-one mapping of like, oh, you know, this is now this, or, you know, we realize it's not an integer in length, it's only a short, or, you know, maybe there should be a byte instead of a short, things of that nature, it can really mess up the code. So, like, I don't know. I'm not willing to put in that kind of research for it. At the end of the day, I just want to have fun with it. And I'm sorry for the people that want to go through and, you know, mute the music or put it in stereo, but I honestly really don't want to dive into the library. The whole point for a library to me is you pick it up, you know, if you see a new function, you're like, great, then I can call it. And that's the point of the library. I do not want to sit there and analyze where all these addresses are coming from. That is just too much for me. Welcome, Calvation. So I think I'll draw the line there. I don't know how much I'll pull from other sources going forward for the Axe Armor updates. So pretty much unless people volunteer to find out more information on Axe Armor, like where his speed values are versus Alucard's, I don't expect any other major changes to Axe Armor between here and like a future update, whether it's like 1.21 or 1.30, like however you want to view it. So anyway, just wanted to put that on record that it's not like a very small change. It's basically requiring me to potentially rewrite either portions of functions or entirely duplicate the old functions and then rewrite how I'm calling everything. Neither of which I'm interested in at the end of the day, so we'll leave it at that. So now that Calvisham's here, let us boot up Axe Armor. I'm gonna show Calvisham some menus, get his opinion on it. Give it a second. I'm trying to picture what East game this is from. Might be 4. Might be 4. 4 soundtrack I'm not as familiar with. It sounds more modern than the 3. We're definitely listening to 3 earlier, but I think we're in 4 territory now. Anyway, let's boot this up. Do a window capture. I'm actually trying to see which one I had for this. Okay, so that's how I set it up. Why does that not look like the other ones? Oh, maybe because they updated their icon. Yeah, I think this is what happened. Alright, let's not get hung up on OBS updating things. Perfect, it got to the one that I wanted. We're gonna zoom it in because I don't care so much about the main menu of the game. I'm just showing Calvisham here. I made a very small tweak to the icon. At some point, I do want to hire people to do graphic design. I am not a graphic design artist. Let me just phrase this. I don't even pixel art, so I'm like, going through this was very tedious for me. But I just changed the text here, even though I couldn't get the Castlevania font, whatever, to just say Mayhem, so people know what, you know, if you're saying talk about Run Mayhem, it now says Mayhem. So one thing I have here is the auto splitter, I guess, for people to try. I don't know if it works. I don't have an auto splitter. One thing I want to showcase, let me launch Mayhem itself. Get one more window open to get Calvisham's opinion. SotN is already SotN menu. There we go. Look at that. It figured it all out. It figured out what I wanted to show. Let me full screen. The one thing I'm looking to do... Oh, interesting. It captures the highlight, but not my cursor. Interesting. So up at the top, I just have a new Start Axe Armor button for people that just want to play Axe Armor. That's all. I just wanted to simplify things. You start Axe Armor. Oh, there's the cursor. Then you hit start. And that's it. Don't have to worry about bots. I know the word bot was probably confusing people, so if people just want to start Axe Armor, just hit start Axe Armor and then start. So just like, it might seem a little redundant with the double click, but given that you have multiple methods of launching, you know, it kind of is what it is. So just like little menu changes like that to make life a bit easier. Let me do one thing. I want to showcase. So if you hit start Axe Armor and you hit start, I just want you to observe the start. So it says Axe Armor started, but then it says setting Axe Armor. So in the initial menu, when you go to select your quick settings, it's going to announce what quick setting you're on. So for example, if I were to stop this and then choose the quick setting Axe Armor items, I should see it say that when I hit start here. So people were wondering what quick setting I'm using in order to play the game. There we go. So just like a small change, just so people can make sure they're on the same setting. You know, can't have people suddenly trying to cheat. You're like, oh, you know, somebody's running custom, for example. If I were to do something like this, so I just gave myself a boost. Oops, it says custom, so people know I'm playing custom. I just figured it'd be a little nice kind of quality of life check for people trying to monitor races. Well, that's all they would see. But anyway, I guess the big thing is we're just gonna test out some anti-soft lock stuff, anti-zip stuff. I guess we'll fight Galamoth and see how hard he feels. Did I overtune his HP and defense? Honestly, I'm kind of liking the music. I kind of don't want to listen to SotN. when I've been playtesting a while, I'm kind of like, oh, I'm like, yeah, I kind of don't really want to hear the SotN music. Sorry, purists. When you hear like the same opening notes from reloading save states for like 2 hours straight, you get a little tired of it. Oh, my controller not activate. It's weird. Back to me, controller. Oh, so this is the mandated heaven seed. Yeah, that's fine. We know this was the quick seed. We might as well just restart it, I guess. Actually, do I have save states near where I need to go? That may save me some time. Do I not have a Galamoth save state? That can't be possible. I don't believe, chat. I don't have a Galamoth save state. Did I delete the save state that I had? I mean, like, I'll walk to Galamoth. I just find it kind of weird. Huh. I guess I over... Oh, you know what it is? It's on the other yeah, that's not worth it. It's not worth loading the other emulator. No, that's fine. I'll just play with whatever this is. I got most of the relics. I have a lot of health. Oh, because I was testing with boosted health. This is fine. What would be faster just to get Galamoth? Hopefully you're doing one today, Calvisham. I think my stats are too absurd, aside from my HP. I think because I used Face Tank earlier. I don't think this is a... I mean, I have all Vlad relics, but if Galamoth is dead, I'll just revive Galamoth. It's not a big deal. I think this is my closest save. I'll just see you after the stream, but you're doing okay. How am I doing? I have a bit of a headache, honestly. I wonder if it was because of the storm, honestly. I ran out of MP. That's awkward. Am I seriously not getting MP back? I went to gravity jump, but I just didn't have enough. Cat is wondering what happened. I mean, I wanted to get injured anyway. I was going to touch a save point to actually get rid of the health, but that works too. There we go. I'm going to switch to Dagger, because I'm just curious about the damage we're going to do to Galamoth. Happy accidents, maybe. So I want to see what a mostly... So this is Galamoth with basically all relics except for Leapstone, apparently. Do I seriously not have Leapstone? Apparently not. I would explain why my jumping feels a bit weird. It's fine. If we have to go kill Death, we'll just re-kill Death. If we have to respawn bosses, we'll respawn bosses. It's not a big deal. My damage... decent. What's my overall int? 55. I mean, that's relatively high. No worries, Calvisha. Hope you enjoy your food. So yeah, once we get a a proper save next to Galamoth. We're gonna save it for the future. I must have just overridden it and forgot I did that. So I would have done that pre-stream had I realized that. Also, trying to make these jumps without Leap Stone and no MP is a brutal feeling. I mean, I'm doing it. Stretching that, like, 0 MP. Okay, I'm really hoping for a weapon here. Man, I did not get a weapon there. How about a weapon here? Oh, I did not get a weapon there. I don't need MP. I'm mostly just looking for a restore. It's fine. Well, that is kind of unlucky. How many of those did I break and not get a weapon from that? It's kind of unfortunate. Oh, there we go. Enhanced damage boost to skip that hallway. Thank you, enhanced damage boost. Okay, we're gonna make a proper save state, and now that we're at essentially max health, which is what I was looking for, we're gonna hold still. Actually, just to get my MP back, I'm just gonna refill. Oh, there we go. There's the funky color. See, that's fine. It looks awful, but hey, it is what it is. We're gonna make a save state here. We're gonna call this guy Bond. Because I thought I was testing clipping through the floor before. That's why I was kind of surprised. Let's save a name state and call, not Gaibon, call this, Galamoth. I should have checked if Galamoth was actually killed or not in this save file. Let's find out. Ooh, it's doing a load zone, so Galamoth has not been killed. There we go. So yeah, I'm kind of curious how hard this fight is going to be. So this is basically max power Galamoth minus 2 relics, so he'll have 200 more health. But this is max potential. So I could unequip the Masamune to make it a bit more fair. I'd say I just have a Girthang. I think that's an unreasonable assumption. Like an okay offhand. At least this might be more indicative. Yeah, so not like 71 damage times 2 is not insane. Like, I rolled kind of low on my stats. I'm below level 40, which most people would be. In fact, most people would probably be 30. So I did not roll very well on level ups either. So it's not like I'm 39 with 39 strength. Welcome back. Just showcasing stats before we go in. So I'm like, 71 damage times 2 is probably about where you would be for Drac. I feel like these stats are not bad for testing. Let's see how hard this is. Of course, you had to start with that attack. My least favorite. I'm just gonna duck this. Alright, can you stop trolling? He's actually trolling. Come on. There we go. Actually, you know what? I don't have to go on the other side of him when I'm with this form. I don't benefit from it. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, we're out of there. That was too much of a boost. Your other music? Yeah, no, I got tired of the certain sound effects. I'm just testing Galamoth right now. Let's see how hard he is. He is pretty tanky. Oh, that was actually able to reach me. Oh, that's awkward. We're gonna hold still and get our MP back. Yeah, that's how you do the slide technique. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I mean, I've been listening to it on, like, literal loops doing save states for, like, days, so I don't really want to hear this soundtrack at the moment. I'll play it again when I'm not in the middle of testing for hours on end. But yeah, I mean, like, he wasn't, like, completely... I felt like his damage was okay. I took, like, 200 H damage I feel like that was fair. I think chat would agree. That wasn't like insane, out of control difficulty. We can even reload that save if we want to. I feel like that felt fair. The question is, was that still too quick? I'm gonna try the same fight again, this time with Masamune. Alright, when he's gonna troll like that, we're just gonna do this. Wait it out a little bit. Yeah, the downside is if you don't boost correctly, that's what happens. I think the multi-fireball is just better than grounded fireball if you're able to do it. It just hits more times. Oh, the stun lock? Oh, come on. That's not fair. Chad is jealous of the stun lock. Listen, he's dancing the music. What OST is this? I can verify which East game it is. Well, look at the stun lock. Come on, Chad. Are you not impressed? Can't get any closer, though. I ran out of parts, unfortunately. Ooh. So anyway, I got really good at fighting Galamoth, chat. I hope that was proof that I've been fighting Galamoth for a couple hours this week. Did you enjoy the hit stun? Oh yeah, you can stun lock him mid-screen with a lot of the axe armor stuff. Granted, I don't think many people realize they can do it, so they probably won't go for it, but hey, if it works, it works. I had a nice little stun lock going with Dagger. I've done it with a couple of weapons. It's easier with Stopwatch. Go on. Let's answer Try's question. This is specifically Muddy Obstacle from E6, the Art of Napishtim. Yeah, I hope chat enjoyed that. Should I make Galamoth harder, chat? I mean, to me, he's always free, so it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. I could just do a Twee-hander. How hard is a single hit versus him? Is there a way I can simulate lower strength? Maybe I'll just, like, let's say two-handed weapon, no strength boosts. Or I could go for, maybe I technically fight him with the Dark Shield if I really wanted to. We saw Girthang. It's basically the same thing. That's worth testing. Actually, you know what I could do? Take back. There is something worth testing. It involves Dark Shield in the main hand. Iron Shield in the offhand. Made my damage go downwards. Oh, because I have such a high strength bonus. Never mind, that explains it. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just curious. So let's nerf ourselves heavily for this fight. Doing decent more damage. Just gonna choose to regain MP here. Feels decently tanky if I don't have good gear. Just simulating that real quick. I'm gonna hold still. Get my MP back a little bit. We've almost killed him. Well, now he's just letting me recharge. That's his fault. Okay, this should kill him next time I go in. Okay, so the downside is if I slide too high up on the ramp, I actually don't kill him. Interesting. There we go. I had a feeling I needed one more cycle. So what do you think, chat? Should I make it harder? I mean, I beat him with double shield. I don't think 46 damage times 2 is out of this world. I want to be careful about raising his defense too high. But he is tankier than before. Well, you know what? I haven't tried. Let's save one more time. Try demanding suffering. You know, we can pump up the difficulty a little bit. Again, he's about like 6 defense higher right now, and about probably another 1,000 health higher than normal. So he does take longer. I'm just thinking about what the appropriate bonus would be. Do I have Gas Cloud, right? I do. I don't have the right sub-weapon for this. Excuse me, chat, while I cheat real quick. Don't mind me. I want a different sub-weapon to showcase something. Axe, no. Alright, let's see how this strategy works. Oh, I did not like that I left the cheat menu open. I deserve that. Close that. Should have closed that. Oh, it closed eventually. Oh, that is definitely nerfed. That is definitely nerfed compared to before. Unfortunately, I could not get the controller to refocus on the window. If chat's what's wondering what happened there, I had no control over the character, just for chat's clarity. I didn't just, like, die to Galamoth. I had no control. There we go. Now I have control again. I clicked out to deal with the cheat menu. It did not like that. So let's try this again. That time I didn't mean to get hit. Now we mean to get hit. Oh yeah, this strategy takes forever now. Oh, that is a big damage nerf for Gas Cloud enthusiasts, even with the damage buff. I mean, he still died fairly quickly, but don't get me wrong. Like, that was, like, optimal DPS, too. Wow, that's crazy how long that does. Alright, so I think, like, one more defense might be in order. Just to nerf Gas Cloud. I wanted it stronger on other enemies. Maybe I'll just reverse the Gas Cloud change. Honestly, maybe I'll just revert the Gas Cloud change. Yeah, let's just revert it. The Gas Cloud needs to do insane damage. It's still really good against Galamoth, so if people are just not sure what to do, just Gas Cloud him instantly. So I don't hear any complaints about this Galamoth. Can we kill him with fireballs to the face? But you might need to win with just magic or something. I don't really have any MP restores is the problem. I do have a Moonstone for in. Oh, max int mode. There's actually a weapon I want to showcase that's really dumb on him. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna change my sub-weapon, but this team remember to close the cheat menu before I do anything. Let's... It's 6, right? No. 5? No. 7? I thought 7 was a Goonie. That's Ricochet Rock. Oh, it's 8. Interesting. I want to showcase something stupid. Look into the game. There we go. I mean, I have bat, so this should work. It does double hit. That damage is pretty good, actually. It's stronger than Dagger. Just wanted to showcase it real quick. It's actually double hitting. Look at it. Look at it. It's mowing him. Holy, that does so much damage. We'll do the fireball thing in a little bit. I was just curious about something. That's a lot of damage. Get my MP back up a little bit. Let my hearts regen. What is he doing? I mean, he's just giving me a chance to get more hearts. I'm kind of okay with this. It's kind of working. I mean, you can see it's like triple hitting him. Should in theory kill him eventually. Get a couple hearts back here. Oh, am I gonna run out of hearts before? Oh, I ran out of hearts. Boo. Oh, he bonked me. What a jerk. Huh, I would have thought that would have killed him by then. Hey, can he hit me while I'm up here? Oh, he can with the orbs. Actually wasn't sure what he could do there. Interesting. I'm gonna sacrifice that real quick. Out of MP. That's awkward. I think I had one hammer on me, that's why I still have a sub-weapon, slash the cheat. He has to be close to death, I'm just kind of curious. Alright, it's really hard to aim downwards with the fireball. Wow, he's still not dead from that, that's crazy. I guess I was doing less with the sub-weapon than I thought, if that didn't kill him. Yeah, spells only on this boss is definitely very hard. It's not intended for you to not melee. I mean, we were doing like 200 a fireball. That's still a lot of damage. It's just the problem is like... do one more. I need my MP to regen a bit more. Come on, there we go. There we go. Wow, that took forever. Yeah, magic's still not recommended versus Galamoth. It's okay to do the quintuple fireball if you do have all the bat relics. Like, that does speed it up significantly. Because it's like basically getting another melee hit. But I feel like if people are gonna do that, they have to be really careful they don't run out of face plant juice. Like, doing that's okay while you're waiting. Interesting, there's something on his body that isn't getting defense reduced. Oh, I don't think I've ever found that before. I'm getting, like, slip and slide. There we go. Yeah, damage like that, if you can hold the sub-weapon button down on an enemy like that, that just speeds up the fight so much. Give him another moment. Standing still will guarantee I have enough MP to kill him with face plant, because that's all I really need to do. Keep sliding. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of free damage. I do think this sub-weapon is good, it's just hard to use. I could move it forward a pixel if I really wanted to, but I like the challenge of hitting it at point blank. It's fine. So what's Calvisham think? Harder? Think he could beat it pretty easy? I might up his health a little bit, I'm thinking about it. I think his defense is fine, he doesn't need like a major increase. For people that truly don't have great attacks. Gotta try it first. Translation, it has to be harder. If he isn't like, oh no, I can't do it, it's not hard enough. The main thing would be the drops Oh, you mean for damage? Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. I could just give him a universal buff. Yeah, let's just make his base health higher, regardless. 3. And it would be... I guess it would be something like this. Let's make him a little harder. So we'll give him a flat bonus. I'm trying to do math in my head, it's not quite working. He's got a weird number of health, so 44 instead of 33. Else... I'm gonna keep the Mayhem health total the same. Yeah, let's upgrade him as a boss, universally. That way he feels more like an endgame boss. I mean, like, technically Death only has, like, 2k health, so he's got more health than Death, but... could have more. Need to do this. Okay, we've officially added 1,000 to his base health regardless. Let's see how that feels, chat. Helvetium still thought it was doable. Harder. There we go. Boot into the game. Let's do a load state. This game, same Galamoth before he loaded. Only this time I just have the dagger sub-weapon. And apparently I didn't turn the tools on. Now the question is, oh, I did remember. I have to get rid of that for later. I don't want that sub-weapon. Can I change my sub-weapon real quick? I actually want to try a different sub-weapon on this boss. Yeah, let's try the axe. So this should load him with more health. The way he feels probably more dramatic. Oh, did I leave the cheat menu open? I did. I need to stop doing that. Game, come on. Stop, stop, stop. Let me close the cheat menu. You can't see it. It's giving me a warning that it's removing something. Yeah, just reset. It's fine. I'm just gonna close it. Yeah, the boss strategy itself won't really change. So if you know the strategy, it's just gonna take longer, which is the goal. I don't want it to be like a completely free check. We have a little less cheat menu open while I'm playing with axes. Might change, of course it did. Let's try this again. Make this 2. And then close the cheat menu. Don't minimize it, thank you. Should be good. Just want to try the boss with a different sub-weapon. I'm not asking for that much. But it's still triple hits. I couldn't quite one-cycle him, so that's a good sign. Totally out of range, we'll recover some parts. Oh, he's just trolling. Can you do your other attacks, please, so I can kill you? No? What are you doing? I mean, that felt like more like a real fight. I made him a little harder. He got another 1,111 health. So not like big defense increases. Could make him slightly tankier, maybe. Yeah, I feel about it. Yeah, let's do that. We'll make one last change. Very small change. Let's do, for his stats, instead of 16, I'll just make it 18. Again, not like big changes. But it helps curb, I think, some of the gas cloud damage. That should be good enough. I don't need it to go too much higher. I'll just make a note that it's going to 18. Goes new health total. So that is there. Make a note in the patch notes. Base HP or axe armor only. Let's call it mode. It goes from 333 to 444. That is a big health difference compared to before. Literally 33% more base health. Now it's 18 base defense. So just ever so slightly tankier. If you have all the Vlad relics, I think it makes him slightly tankier than Shaft. But again, you really shouldn't be fighting him with 5 Vlad relics. There's no reason to fight him with 5 Vlad relics, I'll put it that way. So that's fine. I think that 2 extra defense might be impactful. I mean, if I'm double hitting him, that's 4 less damage a hit. If I need like 30 hits to kill, you know, it's giving him like another effective 100 health or so. It adds up. Let's try him one more time. Feels not quite right. What else could we really adjust? Cubazoe gives 999 now, which is a big health difference. What is this maximum effective health? I never really calculated it before. So I guess it'd be 2100 plus another 1000 plus another 1000. So about... So I put him at a little under 10k at max health, I think, if I have all the Vlad relics. So still not quite 12k health. That's probably good then. So he's still slightly weaker than the normal counterpart. Obviously he's actually killable on the ground. Flying around in the air just seems really unfair. His defense is like half of what it was in some places. Let's go ahead and start it up. Oh, did it remember my other cheat? I need to turn that off if it's on. It did not, surprisingly. I guess it turned it off automatically. That's right. Make sure I close the cheat menu. We'll try one more time. It's the same fight with I think a pretty good setup. I got Masamune. I could nerf myself slightly for like let's try a Zweihander, see how that feels. Still a two-handed weapon. Two-handed weapons are good. Give him a little bit of time. Now he's just now he's just trolling. There has to be a way I can stand specifically to get him to get the attack that I want a little faster. I'm just gonna alternate between melee strikes and axe throws. It's gonna be a little bit of time. Oh yeah, that does way less. Give him a little bit of time though. Gotta regen that MP for the face plant. So he can do whatever he wants. This is like basically optimal damage. Fine, he can bonk me for no damage. So I'm gonna try to finish him with Fireball here. But he's gotta stop doing whatever he's doing here. Oh, he actually hit me from there, that's ridiculous. I don't think I've ever seen him walk into me before like that. Unlucky. Alright, so he's still alive, so that's a good sign. Feels like more of a fight if I don't have a good weapon. Maybe we've got him just right with 2 extra defense. So, oh yeah, this seems a lot more punishing if you don't have a good item. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, look at that, he's still alive after that cycle. Oh yeah, this is what I want to see. There we go. I think we can agree, chat. He feels a lot better now. Like, in terms of difficulty. So I did not have a good double hit. That took a while. And again, that was with, like, optimal, like, throwing weapons while meleeing. I don't know how comfortable players are with that. So if you don't do that, that's a big time loss, for sure. What do you think, chat? Gave him another 1,111 health on stream. Gave him another base defense +2. Just to make him just overall just a little tougher than normal. It naked it, I don't know, it was kind of weird. It rounded by only 1 in some attacks and 2 in others. Maybe there's like fractional damage or something weird. Or just the way the damage rounds on some of the hits. I went from doing 9 to 8, for example, even though I added 2 defense. And I don't do any funky multiplication with the defense, so just that's how much I added. Whatever. Yeah, it felt like more like a real fight. Sword familiar actually strong. There we go. Believe in the sword familiar. So I guess that's it for the showcase of Galamoth. Hopefully chat enjoyed watching him power up in real time. Making it take at least 11 more hits at where we were to kill. Live on stream. And that's not including the already buffed Cuba Zoe buff to his health. So I think we could leave it as is. Feels more like a boss. And what did we want to showcase? I guess Reverse Coliseum. Like right now. See, I'm hitting gravity jump. I know it's not as obvious because I don't have the controller set up. So you can see me trying to zip through the ceiling. Not quite working. Let me get rid of the weapon that we got there. Yeah, I'm not able to zip anymore. No more going through the ceiling here either. I think that's fixed. That was something I saw on God's Child stream. So you saw I mashed like a million times. You can even do like a delayed mash too. Yeah, it doesn't work. Let's see. Yeah, no more weird zips there. There might still be reverse outer wall jank. I'll showcase where I was with this. Bible you real quick, don't mind me. You hit me, but you are the loss. You see, like, it sucked me upwards. Like, try moving like really fast. You know, see, that still made me go incorrectly. I almost zipped, but it forced me outwards. It's doable. As I said before, it's not perfect. Like, see how I clipped horizontally there? That was to stop you from getting as stuck where you're zipping up and down between the 2 screens. It could still happen. It's just, you really have to be very goofy with it for it to hit you. Yeah, you have to do something like that. Like, you have to purposely, like, let go and hold different directions. If all you're doing is holding forward or up, it doesn't... Yeah, like, I got out of that instantly holding forward and up. I didn't do any cancels or anything funky. So, like, it can happen. But, like, if you miss it, doing it in a normal way, you'll still go through. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but, like, you can see, like, I let go of faceplant there. It actually forced me upwards. See that? Like, it doesn't necessarily force me all the way up. But again, you have to be, like, letting go and doing all sorts of weird things. Like, that was me gravity jump canceling, for example, in the middle of the screen. It's just, like it could happen. But if all you're doing is holding forward, it's not gonna happen. Get over hearts real quick. If you miss it slightly, let's say you do this. If you miss it slightly, it doesn't get you stuck. So as long as you're just holding forward, it shouldn't get you stuck anymore. If you go, like, really out of bounds, it actually stops you altogether. I don't think this happened before. So you can't just walk in here and cause the zip either. So you have to be like at a specific height, letting go at a very specific time in a very specific position, while potentially also trying to gravity jump cancel in some scenarios. Yeah, you can't just walk out anymore. You can see I'm trying it again. It stops you. Now if you go like upwards, then it'll be weird if you do it from that angle. But if you just come from the outside, like you'll go through eventually. Just without any cancels. Like you'll just fall out eventually. Or if you touch the gate at all, it forces you upwards. It really just depends on where you do it. So this one will always be a bit jank, but it should be better. Any other jank stuff that we removed? I guess I should try one of the silver rings. I haven't tried glitching in a silver ring in forever. So I'm doing jump cancels here. It doesn't seem to let me do it. This also seems okay. Like, I'm spamming gravity jump, now I'm just gonna hit normal jumps. No. I'm sure you could still clip out, but again, like, you have to really try to clip out. So yeah, the silver ring checks look dejanked for the most part. Like, I'm sure it's possible if you spend a lot of time trying to get the right position, but I'll put it this way, it'll be a Calvisham challenge. I'm sure you probably could if you really willed it. There's probably some magic pixel that goes through. But I think we can agree, I didn't pop through, nothing really weird happened with my positioning. Now I think the library will also be kind of weird. Do I have a library save? If anything remotely near a library, do I have at least I don't have any library saves? That's kind of unfortunate. I have an outer wall save, but it's this outer wall. Like again, like that one will force you downwards now. Like see, like this one will try to fight you a bit. This one was a little easier to get the anti-jank. Like, see how it forced me back in? So, again, there's like some jank detection. It kind of works. I just reversed what direction he goes when he gets stuck. That way he doesn't end up in a weird spot. I guess we'll try the library, and then that's about all I can think of. If chat wants to see anything else in particular, let me know. Otherwise, I think that was mostly just the intent of the patch. I could show off the Richter colors and more second castle colors, maybe. But I would have to go from Richter to second castle to test it properly, since it re-rolls whenever you go to second castle that way. I was gonna say, what seed was I playing that if Vlad was there? That's interesting. The lack of Wolf Relic hurts my soul. Yeah, Galamoth feels more like a real boss now. I don't think people can really complain about him. That did take a while. Without having a double hit weapon, that did take like a solid few minutes to kill. Which I feel like is fair. I think, you know, the boss shouldn't just be like impossible, but it should at the same time just not be instantly free. How am I leveling? I'm only level... I'm sorry, I'm level 9 with 97 strength, of course. Silly me. Of course I was gonna level on that kill. My 843 hearts. A very valid level. Definitely not cheated. But we'll do a little bit of library save checks. This is assuming I even have missed to check it. What does my tracker say? Tracker says I don't have it. Oh. Oh, I do. It's just not toggled. That's fine. I'll make a quick library save for my future testing. Thought I had saved all of them. Maybe they're just on my other emulator. Fine. Oops. Get the damage boost. There we go. I just believed in the power of magic there, chat. Let's see. Let's save, like, here-ish. Save state, named, library. So that way, at least, you know, if I want to test something with, like, the gates here. I don't think anything really changed here. These are always kind of jank. I'm not able to gravity jump through the ceiling, so that's good. I think I've showcased enough. I think the general checks there make it a bit more stable. Good luck zipping. It's much harder compared to the previous patch. Let's see. Well, I could load a Richter patch just to check out the save colors. World 1 enemy Richter colors. So I'm curious what it's gonna show me here. Oh, it picked a gray one. Interesting. Does that mean I can force him to randomize? Hold on, I think I can make him randomize in real time. Let's showcase this. Mayhem, stop. Don't stop Mayhem. There we go. With Legend of Zelda 1. I made him invisible by accident. Can I force him to be like... No, that's not gonna work. Oh, that's an interesting color. Oh, did I get rid of the thing where I got rid of the thing where it randomizes. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I need to re-add that. I'm hitting the enemy Richter color button. When it was on 0, it used to random roll, but it doesn't do that anymore. That's unfortunate. I'd have to remember what the numbers are offhand. Yeah, I don't remember what the numbers are offhand. Yeah, I definitely need to update this. What's a color we could show off while he wails on me for a couple minutes? Richter. Alright, let's take a look at some of his colors. We got Sunburst Richter. We got Default Richter. Another boring one. We got the Green Richter. Another he's got 2 Sunbursts. I mean, I'll leave it in there for randomization purposes, but whatever. We saw the monochrome. The pale blue one. Red Richter. With Richter clad in black. Yeti Richter, nice choice. I'm just testing some of his colors. So we got the orange Richter. Should be gray Richter, right? Yeah, that's gray Richter. Check this color out. Zombie Richter. And I just have darker blue Richter, if I'm looking at this. That looks correct. And Legend of Zelda Richter. We'll go back to that one. Intense boss music as he just wails on my face for like 5 minutes. Oh, ease. Wow, it actually survived this time stop? There we go. There we go. Oh, stopwatch, you're the savior. So, Richter did feel a bit tankier there. I'm not gonna lie. He actually felt pretty tanky there. So, he definitely has more health than he did before. Not by like a lot, but even something like 4 hits does feel like a lot more. Oh, interesting, because this is a save file where I beat Richter and reset him. I didn't go through the cutscene. That's interesting. Because I did a respawn bosses, I think, on the save state. Shadow was wondering why I did not get sucked into the cutscene. I technically have seen the cutscene, so it skipped it. Okay, so let's see what save colors here. Oh, that's a classic piece. Oh, that is a heinous color. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what I should have added for testing, actually? That would have made my life easier. I should have added a button to randomize the save color. That would have made sense. Okay, so I'm gonna do some very minor UI changes, but I think otherwise I'm happy with where it is. Power face plan, I guess I can leave as is. If it feels abusive, I'll just tune it down next patch slightly. So I think this will call it to randomize again. We saw it in kind of one of the default colors before. Yeah, so there should be very vivid looking colors. That's kind of what I went for the different save colors. We'll show off a couple more. So yeah, I think debug-wise, I'm gonna make sure that if I leave enemy Richter color blank, that it randomizes enemy Richter color. I didn't realize I removed that. That was kind of an oops, because that's definitely how I tested it. But yeah, all the Richter colors look fixed to me, just cycling through which ones were available. But I would like to call it normally by just randomizing the color. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to showcase? I think that's about it. I mean, we could just do a run, maybe. Oh no, I'm feeling a little better. I had a big headache at the start of the stream. Yeah, like that color looks cool. Okay, so far these look like the colors that I've picked. And I don't see ridiculous, like, flickering ones. So I think chat would agree. You know, we have some color variety. Yeah, exactly. So I tried picking ones that were kind of, you know, unique, I would say. So some gray, some green, some pinks, some purples. So yeah, we'll reset it a couple times. Yeah, I should have definitely added in the debug menu a way to just randomize it. It's very easy. I mean, you just have to do, like, call function again and you're good. Loving the East music, says Kurt. Glad you enjoy it. Been a while since we heard some of these songs. Right now we're going full Lacrimosa. Intense save color room checks. So yeah, we'll make a small function change so that way I can on demand in my testing tab change the colors of the save rooms. Yeah, I picked them all out custom. Oh, we got the gray one again? Oh, that's disappointing. I mean, I like it, but it's fine. Do one more, and then I'll just make the coding change. Then if Calvisham wants to try the reduced jank patch, I'm not gonna say fix, I almost said fix, but I'm like, nah, it's not quite fixed. But it's definitely reduced. So for people looking to race it, it just feels a lot more consistent. And again, we've removed the ability to potentially customize the health if you're starting on Axe Armor mode. The reason I want to do this is because technically what you could have done was change the health total. Oh, we got the gray one again. Wow. Randomization fail, chat. This is why we need a random button. I swear there's 13 colors. It just picked the same one 3 times in a row. We did see the other colors, though, so I know it's working. But anyway, such is the life of RNG, chat. Just roll the 1 in 12 or 1 in 13 3 times in a row. Anyway, let's close this up. So I think other than that, I mean, I guess I could do a quick run. Chat is interested. But I want to focus on the panel a little bit before I forget about it. At minimum, I want to change the Richter color one because I will forget about that. The save room one, I guess I technically don't need, but the enemy Richter color not randomizing when it's at 0, I do need it to be something slightly different. Actually, according to this, it should have randomized. One moment. Why didn't it randomize? We're gonna investigate that real quick. Enjoy some modern East music. Let's load a state just before Richter. Does it have to, like, literally be 0? I mean, I could check for literally blank versus 0. Enemy Richter. Launch the game. I should choose a color for enemy Richter right now, regardless. Yeah, so that the auto looks fine. I put 0 here, what does it do? Oh, there we go. Now it's rotating. Weird. I guess it chose a Richter color at random. That's why it wasn't rotating. So I'm just cycling through all of his potential colors. I think this looks good. We're not seeing any glitch Richters anymore. I think chat can agree. He's going through many different colors. I like the Legend of Zelda one, though. That was the new one. That one right there. So I'm happy to see this color scheme. Just to add a little more variety for Richter fights. The black one looks great, yeah. So people want to do it. I mean, it's in the testing tab. You can force him to be a specific color, and you can force yourself to be a specific color. So all of that is available to you. Let's go create a seed, I guess. I originally was going to stop stream, but it's fine. Do, I don't know, Mayhem test? I don't know what to call it. What do you want to call the seed, chat? Let me figure out where my original file is. Oh, I don't recognize this song. What is this from? Oceanos from Dawn. Does this only play like once in the game? I don't even recognize the song. Beefy Galamoth? Okay, we'll call it that. We're gonna leave it on tournament mode. We're gonna randomize. Let it think about life. Oh, by the way, it's Lycanthrope. I was gonna joke and say I have Shield Rod, Shaman Shield, Silver Crown, Brilliant Mail, Blood Cloak, and Mystic Pendant. But, yeah. I already know. We're gonna get that regardless. Let's see. Let's recall where my game file was. It's been a while since I made a new seed. 1 second. It was this folder, right? It was. Okay. Leave this file. So it's now beefy Galamoth time. I mean, Galamoth does feel upgraded. Have fun. Got a little more attention to the run. I don't know if we'll get Galamoth in general, but hey, giving him another 1,111 base health. You can't say I didn't make him more challenging. Plus, I gave him, like, what, 6 more starting defense, and he scales more with flags? So hopefully chat enjoys the new difficulty of the boss. I gotta remember not to hit a save state button here. We're just gonna override the seed. Where's the external tools? What happened? Did I close those? Didn't close those. Well, I guess if I do accidentally save state, chat would be able to see the seed name change. So I guess that's there for us. We'll start Axe Armor early. I'm on custom. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stop it. I'm going to switch it to just, we'll say just regular Axe Armor and then launch again. Oh, this song I recognize. I like this song. We're doing a standard seed, and that's the proof. We saw the launcher. Bob your head to the music, chat. It's beefy Galamoth time. Lycanthrope turn. Call this one Galamoth. Ooh, I'm not gonna have any sound cues. I don't think I've ever done this boss without sound cues. This will be interesting. It's like the only boss I have one. Oh well. Guess we just gotta go with our heart, chat. Just do Dracula without hearing what he's doing. It's fine. I didn't get 41 hearts, unfortunately. I didn't cancel my jump properly there. That's fine. That was a little slow, actually. It's fine though. I guess I delayed long enough to make up for not having the double cross setup. So I'm still like 14 for 16 at this point on stream. So if there's the one thing people can take away from the gameplay, it's not how I play Axe Armor. It's how I just get those stacks every time. Didn't even have an audio cue, chat. Had the wrong number of hearts, no audio cue. It's fine. We got Spirit Orb, Axe Armor mode. Kill you real quick, don't mind me. What items are in here, by the way? Shield Potion? Okay. Easy skip. Oh, I need to remember, I have to let go of jump. I think that's where I'm feeling some jank. Do I want to change that, though? Think about it. Got another shield rod? Why? Platinum Mail? Well, now I could just face tank all day long. Actually... I'm gonna try something with Fistotulkus at the end of the run. I don't need it for Galamoth or not Galamoth. I don't need it for anything else. I just wanted to try it on Galamoth. I am gonna fight Galamoth regardless. Although, if we are just gonna beat the seed straight up, I'm just gonna go beat the seed. We'll do Galamoth at the very end as a bonus. So with this gravity boot, I should be able to just make this check. Power of Mist, that's fine. And I have infinite flight because I have Wolf. I didn't remember that. I was wondering what was happening there for a second. Now it makes sense to me. Bad damage boost. I had my momentum eaten there. That was interesting. I must have just like barely been bonking the ceiling there. I don't think I've ever had that happen to me before. That's interesting. Fairy card. I actually like reversing my direction during that pause to try to get the boost. Feels kind of nice. It's easier to do on the face plant. I don't think you can do it while you're on the ground. Also, that did 200 damage. Oh, shield rod. I might have to nerf your damage. We'll see. You got nerfed before. Okay. Proper damage boost. Damage boosted the wrong way there. If I was slightly faster, I can actually chain the damage boost there. Got Leap Stone. Okay. Fortunately, I don't really need it in the seed, but that's fine. Guess I'll get another way to cancel my boost if I go weird with it. Jump. I should look at the actual game one and not the OBS. Hold on 1 second. Let me move it so I could see the non-delayed version. There we go. Much better. I was looking at the stream because I was looking at chat, and then I was like, wait a minute. I'm gonna have lag. In a game where I'm moving this quickly, I don't think I can afford the lag. There we go. I got money in case there's something I want to purchase, but the only thing I really want is library card or maybe mana prism. We're gonna check for library card here. Rapier, Mormigale, and I think Gladius. That was a properly canceled jump. Glad I did not get the full momentum from that. Silver Ring, sure. Oh, the awkward level up mid-kill while jumping. That threw me off. Library card? Brilliant. You know what? Brilliant Mail, we'll take that. Actually. It's damage. I mean, that would make my stationary sub-weapon stronger. Even though I don't have a sub-weapon right now, it would be okay here. Speaking of which, look at the damage of Brilliant Mail. Yeah, it's doing 13 a tick? Ooh, Brilliant Mail. You made this pretty good. Thanks for the free damage, Brilliant Mail. Glad I picked you up. Oh, Brilliant Mail. Oh, we're straight up just killing on crits. Nice. I mean, I have light, quote unquote. I could just go for all rocks here. I'm trying to decide if I ever want to come back for Silver Ring and a Lycanthrope Seed. I feel like it hasn't paid off ever, but there's usually at least one high complexity check. So we'll see. Power of Sire, that could be useful for later. Oops, didn't get momentum there, that was awkward. Like, fell off. Boink. Yeah, so even with, like, not a lot of health, not a lot of magic, this should just be GG. Oh, he actually got out of that. It didn't stun lock him, interesting. That did damage, though. We're gonna hold still, get some MP back. There we go. It's a pretty convincing fight overall, though. Unfortunately, his defense is too high, even with the Brilliant Mail. I was hoping it was gonna do 2 or 3 damage a tick on all rocks. You win this time, all rocks. Now that was a power slide. I do have power miss, so my flight should actually be pretty quick. I really want to do it. Or anti-venom, just don't care about that at all. The double nothing. Brutal. I mean, I guess I might as well just do reverse key. I'm looking for library cards anyway. No, just casually just do reverse key. It doesn't really matter. Ooh, I ran out of MP. Library card. Oh, meal ticket. Oh, that was mean. That was mean and rude and uncalled for. Wow. I got the bait item, chat. Okay, no money either. That's kind of unfortunate. There we go. That was some big damage. So I didn't have like the best angles on the boss, but we had the Brilliant Mail Shield Rod buffed no sub-weapons, which makes boss fights much faster. Come on. One of these is not bait, right? Oh, there's a diamond. Okay, so if there's actually something expensive, if library card's expensive in the shop, we got it now. Okay, I don't think we need to look for anything else at this point. Just speed through. Fairy card or whatever, I don't really care. I don't need money. If I needed money, I would have taken the card. Grab this real quick. I realized I didn't get the Aurochs teleporter, actually, in hindsight. Awkward. It's fine, though. I missed where to go by just a little bit. That is so sad. Ooh, where's did that go? See, the problem here is I ran out of MP because I messed up my jump earlier. That's unfortunate. Alright, so what we're gonna do, since I'm low on MP, we're just gonna go to the save room here. Oh, I almost canceled it. I was close. I almost didn't get the save room. So I'm just doing this for MP. There's no safety checks. Are any of these library cards? Oof. Not a single one, chat. Brutal. Let's just go through real quick then. Don't mind me. So we don't have a fast way to get back to clock. Yeah, that was pretty quick. Have what I need? No. You have what? Mana Prism could be useful. No. Brutal. I could check the walls there, but nah. Take that quasi damage boost. Just dodge on the Medusa heads, don't mind me. I was looking for the library card there. So sad, didn't get it. I forgot to check what was here. 1 second. Nope. Oh, I ran out of MP. No, so awkward. I got greedy. Hold still for a second. Wow, none of these checks were worth it. That's brutal. Is everything in library? If so, that's kind of rude. That is so rude. Not a single useful relic on the way here. Literally, Olrox was double nothing into nothing but support relics. That was kind of nasty. Not in our favor. So if I just went normal route, what would have been here? We're gonna take this while we can. I'm gonna do one last check for a library card, and then we're gonna move. If nothing else, I might need to come back this way, maybe. Haven't decided. Nope. So sad, chat. Library card, like, I do lose time looking for the library card, but library card's gonna save me like 2 solid minutes or more, depending on what the seed is. But like, it is worth looking for it. Another one where Riv of Lab is there. Interesting. Don't mind me. So I still don't have Form of Mist. I still don't have Jewel of Open. I'm guessing Jewel of Open has to be here. It's either in the shop or on the way up. Like, in logic. We did a lot of out of logic checks and got nothing for it. Like, we didn't even get bat out of logic, which is kind of BS. Where's my early bat, chat? Like, what is this? Where are all my checks? Facing the jump cancel. Wow. Wow. Where? So is Jewel was in library? I don't know where else it would be in logic. Wait, what? There's life apples if I really want them. I don't. Buy another shield rod. Oof. Wait, so does that mean I missed a check? Is it seriously an entrance? Is that... Oh, because I did... Oh, I did technically get Leapstone. Oh, that's gross. Chad, I think we should just boo the seed. Jewel of Open's an entrance? Come on. You're telling me I had to go... Oh, that's so gross. That's gross. Nobody would go midway through the castle just to go back to entrance. Nobody would do that. I know, I had flight, so I did, I think, what was it, 4 flight checks in reverse keep? So we had, I think, like a 1 in 5 or something. No, not even. Like a 1 in 3 of it being entrance. We got the bad RNG. So I have to come back this way. That's gross. And no library card too, which is also pretty BS. What a seed. Yeah, we got early gravity boots. We got Leapstone a little after Gaibon. We did the Gaibon check and Alchemy Lab check. So neither of those two checks. Actually, no, we did do 4 flight checks. So that was a 1 in 5, because we did Alchemy Lab and Gaibon out of logic. And then we did 2 reverse keep checks. So this has to be Jewel of Open, or I don't understand the seed. There we go. Well. Let's pump our arm real quick. Oh. I was right. I hesitated. I was gonna get the neutral jump. Let's go the forbidden route. I don't have to make any other checks. Those little steps actually make the forbidden route kind of annoying for Axe Armor, so I just want to slide. Ooh. Boy, is that easier with gravity boots. I guess at this point I should just get the Aurochs teleport while I'm here, just in case I have to come back for Silver Ring at this point, which is looking kind of likely, given how weird the seed has been so far. I need to learn to not gravity boot jump that. I think that was a my bad thing. So we're just gonna get the warp real quick, because I don't think I got it, according to earlier. So this is now officially time lost because I meant to do this earlier. Cancel my Loopstone too quickly. I just love damage boosting that. I don't feel like doing that whole way normally. Alright, all I'm gonna do is we're just gonna play a little peekaboo. So I'm gonna bank on that this Silver Ring I picked up is required for Final Vlad. Chat is wondering why I did that. I'm just gonna assume Final Vlad is Clock Room. Forward with that assumption. Oh no, that was a clean descent. That was clean. Refresh could be useful if I find a dupe later. Going full speed, chat. Well, Succubus should be pretty easy to get. Curious. I actually got that Witch's Glide into jump. That was interesting. Lycanthrope is very powerful. Do I look for... You know what? I think I do. I think I do look for a library card. We're gonna pop those with Fireball on the way out. So we checked 3 of those. We need to check 2 more. The greed for the library card continues, chat. We're coming up to a point where I really need it. After this point, I don't think it matters. Alright. So, missed one of my fireballs, but I think otherwise that went pretty well. Knowing you can stack the sub-weapons there with Shield Rod is such a time save. And that was Holy Glasses. That's good. We needed that. We got the dupe that I was talking about earlier. Do I use the dupe? Do I dupe? I think once I get Bat, I dupe. I don't think I'm gonna use it right now. I prefer the raw damage of the insta-kill. But I do have, like, an interesting thing to potentially do. I don't have Merman statue, but I'm gonna do... Yeah, there we go. But I do have what I need to make the other checks. Oh, I thought that killed her. Oops. She reeled back. I didn't hear the right audio cue. My bad, chat. I just assumed she died. It is Scylla. Wow. Chat, where are my relics at? What is this? Okay, useless. Nope. Well, attack potion's useful, I guess. I don't need Bwaka Knife because I have Power of Sire. So we're at one Vlad relic and just an absolute wall of nothing. You know what? I'm even gonna greed check this. Nope. So desperate for the library card, chat. It's unreal. I meant to leave a little bit to damage cancel. There we go. Lambush. I could have potentially save split this. This is normally like where I would go to entrance, and if I save split and found nothing, I would just go back, kind of things. But we just know that this is just a whole wall and nothing. Oh, that was a good cancel. Wow. No form of miss, no bat, no spike breaker. Gross. Using a little bit of faceplant blade there. This is where potentially, because I'm doing a lot of momentum, I could switch it to just Heart Refresh if I wanted to, just to constantly sacrifice MP or restore for my sub-weapons. It'd be terrible. But I think I'd rather have my spells at minimum for Cerberus. Like, this boss battle is so easy with Shield Rod, Ice Spell, compared to the other options. So after this, I could consider using it, for example. Like, if I want to do Spike Breaker out of logic, I should probably do it. So we're just gonna... And that's why we kept the Shield Rod. Where Cerberus was not a boss battle. But I think from this point forward, I guess I just go to Duke plus... Power Sire plus... Mana Prisms for invincibility? That works. Wow! Where are the relics? Chat, where are the relics? No library card either. Come on. Seriously? I can take Mystic Pendant actually. What if I get rid of Dude? I'm just rolling my eyes right now, chat. Where is the progression? Is it in second castle? If so, that's kind of gross. We're just gonna damage boost that real quick. Don't mind my health total. Actually, don't I have an elixir? Regular potion. Oh, I do have an elixir. Okay. Oh, sorry. That was a cooldown in the other item. Okay. Alright, that is much easier with the lights on. Library card? No. Tier thing. Pizza? No. Unreal. Unreal. And the high complexity check has nothing. Wow. Where are the Vlads? Are they all literally second castle? Or are they just like Silver Ring, library? Like, I just feel there has to come a point where it's like, where's what we need? Make the damage boost backwards, don't mind me. I'm getting some slowdown, that's weird. Fine. Garnet, Circlet, nope. More Mana Prisms. Don't mind me, chat. Just boosting my way through the rooms. did okay damage. Ooh, now that multi-hit with Power of Sire. Now we're gonna switch to Mana Prism, which I lost where it was. There it is. Like the game out slightly, don't mind me. I mean, at this point, I do want a sub-weapon, so I want to start popping these. Get Babel. Bible, we'll take Bible. Okay, so there's one Vlad. Wow. So couldn't even save split that even if I did the save split. Nasty. What a nasty seed. Everything's in the later castle, I guess. But I couldn't skip Catacombs. So for all those people that just like Catacombs as nothing and went to second castle, they would have just gotten wrecked just then. Yeah, we had a whole bunch of nothing leading here, though. Alright, there we go. I was trying to activate Bible. Nice level up. Trombone. Downside of Duplicator, it does make this strategy a bit harder. Humor me. Wow, even with the Bible check? Where are the library cards? I don't know, Chad. I feel like I did a lot of item checks. I did not get rewarded at all. That was brutal. Absolutely brutal. What was that, like 7 or 8 checks I don't normally do, just looking for it? Alright, so I don't think there's anything else we could do in this castle. I think I did everything. We just have to go to Richter, I guess? Can't think of any check I would have missed. We did all rocks. We did keep. We did library. I don't have Form of Mist. We'll close this. I think it's lagging the game slightly. There we go. Oh, now where's briefly? That was interesting. Close this as well, in case that was lagging it. I don't think there's anything I need from there. We did the Fire Bat check. I guess everything's second castle locked. Now the question is, do I go back to first castle to make those checks? I don't think I did anything high complexity. In case this is a high complexity type seed. I did like medium complexity. Let's see how fast we kill this thing. Hit me with the tip. There we go, that wasn't too bad. So he is tankier. So he is a little trickier. I did have dupe on, so he could do some big damage to us, potentially. Yeah, but I think I need dupe. Well, I guess the question is, like, can I get through? Will dupe cost me the... Gravity jumped out of the cutscene, that was interesting. Will dupe cost me damage boost? I think I actually have to unequip dupe. The reason is I don't have the Heart of Vlad, so I think if I try going through the tombstones, I'm just gonna die. So I'm actually gonna do double Mystic Pendant into Shield Rod here. How about I just have double Shield Rod for some reason? I think this is the better call. If I had the Heart of Vlad, I would have not done that. Ooh, actually, I kind of... I guess it's fine. I was thinking about swapping the sub-weapon, but it really matters with where I'm at. Yeah, we're looking for Form of Mist. We're looking potentially for Merman Statue, Gold Ring. We got nothing of what we need. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. Ooh, Bible absolutely shredding Darkwing Bat. I'm actually going to hold still here, even if it's just health up. I'll just take the healing while I'm here. It's not. It's a Boonstone. Wow. We still have not found a useful relic. We need potentially Form of Mist. I would love Bat. But we'll see how it goes there. Oh, I actually can't boost through that. I didn't think about that. There we go, now I can. I guess it's possible I might need to work back here, because I haven't found a library card still. It's kind of gross. Where's my library card, chat? Okay, I think I'm doing just enough damage to not get owned by the tombstones, so we got lucky there. Thank you, Shield Rod, for your high damage. Slightly not enough damage. I'm gonna hold still here for either health up or the relic. Wow! Wow! You get nothing! Absolutely nothing. Oh wait, hold on. Is that my favorite sub-weapon I just picked up? It is. Nice. We got our boss killer. We're good. Now I have a reason to keep the shield rod over the other duplicator. Getting a lot of level ups. I don't need the hearts right now. I need them in the future, so I'm just going to use that to make the hallway easier. Take the small MP bonus and just go to the next boss. Yeah, so because of that, I'm able to do that. And I also don't need to go to the save now because I did that earlier. I have enough for a couple of ricochets at point blank if I really want to. That is not the ricochet I was hoping for. Unfortunate. There we go. Thank you, Ricochet. It did like 300 damage. I mean, that's not a small amount, chat. We're gonna hold still, get our MP back so I can navigate the other hallway. This is where a dupe would save me potentially some time. I have a lot of back-to-back MP ups, but I don't think going into the menu at this point would be worth it. Now I get Heart of Vlad, whatever. Right, chat, whatever. Ooh, that was a clean face plan. Interesting. Wow. I'm gonna land for a second and just do some jumps here to conserve some MP. Nope. Huh. So we need 2 Vlads. We have no Form of Mist. We don't have Merman. We don't have Gold Ring. At this point, I'm not going to go back to First Castle. I'm just going to commit, I think. I don't think Lycanthrope's a high complexity seed, but chat can correct me if I'm wrong. If it is, I'll go back to First Castle. I'm going to wait till I have a couple of checks. I'm never quite sure. I can go this way, right? Oh, I could have gone upwards, actually, instead of doing this. Yeah, this was slower. It's fine. Let's play peekaboo on this side. They'll never expect it. That did so much damage. Oh, Ricochet Stone. Oh, Ricochet Stone. Oh, Ricochet Stone. Are you gonna get the kill? Yeah, there we go. You're the best, Ricochet Stone. Let no one ever misjudge your power ever again. That win was brought. Oh, Fairy Scroll. Wow, gross. Gross. I still didn't get a helpful relic. So anyway, I should have gone this way, is what I was saying before. Is that a library card? Another meal ticket? Are you serious? Come on. That's just mean. At this rate, I'm gonna have to go back to First Castle as is. It's so nasty. Yeah, let's go up this way. So I guess we'll do Beelzebub. I still don't have anything that would make me go back to first castle. At this point, it might actually be creature, chat. Are we gonna see the forbidden creature required seed? I mean, at this point, I want an excuse not to go back to first castle, so I might just do creature. So we're gonna go this way because I couldn't reach Beelzebub the other way. Those that were wondering why I'm doing this. I'm gonna go ahead and keep my Ricochet Stone, but I'm gonna sacrifice the Holy Water, though. Refill my heart's MP and health, which I think is a excellent trade-off. I think chat would agree. Yeah, okay. I basically got to savor him on the way here. So Cubazoe, super good. Don't sleep on Cubazoe. The Ricochet Stone plus a little bit of Flight should just be GG. We're gonna get a little bit of a momentum jump here. I'm gonna do something like this. Oh, that did so much damage. Oh, Ricochet Stone, you're the best. Come on, give me something useful. Another card. Hold on, did the music pause? What happened? Video pause, continue watching. Get out of here. Alright, chat, we weren't done listening to the music. It was rude. Apparently ran out of East battle themes. We're just in East 7 now. So, wow. I haven't gotten another useful relic. We have to be out of them, right? I think I found literally everything other than Gas Cloud at this point. I skipped 2, maybe 3 familiars at this point. Have to be running out of options here. I gotta be careful about damage boosting this. It's a little risky. Not damage boost this. I was really hoping one of those would be a sub-weapon, but that's okay if it's not. That did 42 damage, oh my. Oh, it's fine, we're just gonna commit. I went to go up there to save, but we're just gonna commit now, it's fine. Don't want to do that with low MP. Oh, no sub-weapons, brutal. Okay. Really just hoping for a sub-weapon here. It's fine if we don't get it. It just make this journey less harrowing, that's all. Harrowing, I mean. Damn, no sub-weapons. Damn, no sub-weapons. Seriously? Wow. I'm not giving up the Ricochet Stone, chat. Let's be real clear. Oh, that's good. There we go. Now I'm good. I'm gonna get MP, I'm gonna get hearts, I'm gonna get health. Yeah, we're good. Library card? Skull Shield. That's not a library card. Are you a library card? Wow. Library card banned from the seed, apparently. At least we got diamond plate to tank a bit easier. That destroyed creature. Thank you, Ricochet Stone, for proving why I kept you. Chat, I think I found literally every single check that was not required, except for one, where Merman or potentially Lock Room will result in me getting the final card that I did not pick up. Wow. That is, It's a choice of the game, I guess. A little gravity boot action there. No library card there either. Wow. Where are my library cards at, chat? I bonked the wrong direction. Let's take that a bit slower. I'm gonna do a legitimate save, so I might actually save split this. Oh, let's not save split this one. We have to save split up here. Ooh. If I'm really careful, I will not burn out of MP on this flight. Oh, I was not careful. Oh, I was so close. I was one jump shy. I must have normal jumped one time more than I thought I did. That's fine, though. We knew how to save that on the way out, at least. Anyway, I wanted to go here to save some MP. Hello, new save color. I think you look kind of cool. Glad to see the new save room color in action. So I'm doing this for a save split, not because I'm scared of what we're fighting. I just feel like if I'm gonna go all out... I mean, this has to give me something, right? We're also checking for items, if you're wondering why I'm doing that. Nope, still no library card. Oops, I'm gonna go up there. Unreal. Never mind. I'm gonna commit. Whatever. I could have save split just then, but you know what? I gave up. The game has defeated me. I don't need that much MP for the boss here. Oh, the double juggle? Oh, love to see it. Get wrecked. That's fun to do. I guess some weapons can hit him a bit earlier than normal. That's interesting. I could have dash attack, but honestly, Ricochet Stone is just so powerful right now. You've got to be kidding me. Wow. I'm not going back for just Merman. So we're gonna commit. I have to at least get Gold Ring to go back. We're committing, chat. We're going all the way to the end. We're defeating death. We're gonna kill Galamoth. We're gonna shake our heads. So there are 5 checks left in the game, I think. And we're missing 2 relics. And 2 of the checks lead to other checks. So first castle is required, I think, at this point. Unless Death and Galamoth are the final Vlads, which I don't think so. I don't think that's possible. Since we have to be able to access the other relics, presumably. So we know at least one of these is a dud. Brutal. I bumped when I did not mean to. That's okay. Ricochet Stone made up the bump. Okay, Ricochet Stone cleaning up. I'm gonna hold still, get my MP for the Galamoth climb, no matter what. What? No. It wouldn't do that to me, would it? I hope not. I hope this is not Merman to get gold, to get Gold Ring, to get Form of Mist, to get Library, to get Silver Ring. That would make me very upset, chat. I'll actually get really mad. If this is nothing, if this is not at least Gold Ring, I'm going to get very mad. There's no way that Merman leads to... I mean, I think it would be possible, sadly. We're just gonna reset real quick, recover our MP and our hearts. Oh my gosh, what a seed. So regardless, I guess we're gonna see Galamoth. Actually, I never tried it with Shield Rod. Let's try him with Shield Rod to see how hard he is. It's gonna... Don't mind me. We also haven't found Bat, by the way, chat. Like, we've literally reached Galamoth with no Bat. Like, this is pretty BS. Where's Bat, chat? Where is it? Is this a library card? This is also not a library card. Wow. Wow. Well, okay. I mean, that's doing decent damage. we're doing some decent damage. We're getting trolled by the AI, though. We don't want to see that attack. Check your head, chat. It's gonna make my axes fall off. That's unfortunate. So Ricochet Stone still putting in the work. We have to be close to killing him, though. That's why I'm kind of going crazy here. There we go. I decided to kill him with Gas Cloud. So that felt like a real boss. I think chat could agree. That took some time, even with Shield Rod. I'm feeling pretty good. It wasn't impossible, it was just annoying. So definitely skipping Galamoth would be a choice that would factor in. So that is so gross. That is gross. It didn't eliminate any checks for me. So our final Vlad is either in Library, Silver Ring, or Merman. One of those checks will lead to Gold Ring, which could house the final Vlad. One of those checks has to lead to Soul of Bat. Wow. What a seed. And I got no library card. So unfair. I don't know who has it, but unfortunate. This will not be a new record. I'm not even gonna look at the time. I feel like this was like a full clear, no library card. Just brutal and required backtrack. Nasty. Oh, I got rid of Ricochet Stone by accident. Oops. We'll take an axe. Axe is still pretty good. Let's see. Is this where the worth is? No. Alright, forgot. Inverse. So we did every check in second castle. We still don't have what we need. Back to first castle we go. Gross. Well, at least I can now fly, so if I want to switch to Mana Prism here, it wouldn't be the worst thing ever. But honestly, at this point, I think we'll be okay. Oh, what? Oh, I missed the entrance. I flew too fast. There we go. Sorry, I keep thinking it's down to activate the teleport, but it's up. That's a my bad. That's not a game problem. It's weird because he crouches, so that's why I keep thinking it's down, but no, it's up. Well, if I had Gold Ring, I would just do this check. I guess I could check Silver Ring, and then if it's nothing, I just keep going. The Silver Ring could give me Gold Ring, and then I could end up being, you know, that could be what I need. Yeah, this is a very silly seed. I'm just letting you see. I think no matter what, I'm just gonna keep going this way. I didn't cancel the dialogue. I also didn't even see if there's anything. Oh, it's Gold Ring. Okay. There's Gold Ring required. Did I make a big fool out of myself? Let's find out. I did unlock the shortcut at least. And this will put me near caverns. And then if it's not caverns, I can at least warp to the library, I guess. I did not cancel that properly. It's fine. Stopwatch. We've seen it. It's good on Dracula, as is Bible. Ooh, I did that wrong. I did that wrong twice. That's fine. Slow strats. Okay. Double Mystic Pendant for all the MP regen. Which should work, by the way. I did make it so that you tick up faster with MP regen. I don't know if it's super effective while standing still necessarily, but definitely moving around, it makes an impact. So, is this going to be bad, or is this going to be a Vlad relic? We have a 2 in 3 chance of this being what I need, because there's only Library and Merman left. Or actually, no, it can't be bad. I think I got that, right? Is the tracker just being weird? Alright, so this was required. Okay. So I feel justified in thinking Final Vlad was here. So my assumption at the beginning of the run was correct. It was here. It was just really cruel in the way I had to get it. So now I have a 50-50. Is Final Vlad library card, or is it Merman statue? Both of which required ridiculous logic, so they're not highest complexity. I think that was the highest complexity we just picked up. I don't really know. I guess I'll do Merman. Like, ideally, I think it would be library for saving time, but whatever. Let's all get disappointed in real time. This is gonna be a full feed clear. Come on. We're fast falling. Clipping through, clipping through. Activate your conversation. Look for the library card in case it's library. No, still no library card. Wow. I don't know where it was in the seed, if it was even in the seed, but that's just cruel. We have holy symbols, so I'm not going to take any damage while underwater. We'll just wait for the game. Again, if it was not here and library card was on the route here, that would have been a clutch time save, where we don't lose time anyway because we have to wait for the stupid ferryman to row over here. You're also wondering why I'm waiting. Oh, full clear. Oh, Ricochet Stone. Okay, that made up for it. That made up for it. Wow. So is library for the second to last Vlad. Wow. No words, chat. Full clear. Unlucky. Like, actually unlucky. Required Galamoth, too. I was at the point I couldn't skip Creature because I had so many relics left, and I knew they could all chain into each other. We got nothing from Creature as well. It's never Creature, chat. It's never Creature. This has a little boost there. I think it's time to just fly. I'm letting go of the flight button, so I actually move faster there. That can only happen when you have Power of Mist, though. It's kind of like a semi-hidden tech. Might save you like a second or two to do. Every time you're in one of those hallways. Unbelievable, chat. I was just seeing if one of those checks was actually a library card. I was kind of curious at that point. Then up here and do that. Oh, where'd the save go? Oh, that's a new bug. Is there a glitched? I don't think I ever checked the first castle. I didn't realize there was a glitched first castle color. Man, it's not gonna hold up a build for me. I mean, that would have been pre-existing. But very interesting. Because I didn't even library card. It just didn't reset it properly, apparently. Wow. Full clear. Yeah, I'll have to check the first castle saves after the stream. I don't think it'll be a big fix. I guess I could delay the patch slightly just to fix the color. I'll take note of whatever the color is. Let me pause the game so I can take note of what the color was. What did it assign it to? BCB4. Let me write that down. That is an invalid color. I'll see if that's within the expected range or something didn't initialize correctly. I'll convert that back out of hex into decimal so I can see what the value was. Ooh, let's go kill Drac. Come on. Use the elevator, there we go. Aided by elevator. Cheats, so that way it doesn't freak out later. It only seems to really freak out when I use sub-weapons. Everything else behaves correctly, just not sub-weapons. I think because there's just too much for it to modify. It just doesn't like it, because it does it like per frame, like multiple rows. It's fine. Get a little bit of MP back. That'll help us with the flight. Even if it's not a lot, I just need 4 to initiate. Base plant there to potentially get MP back. More than enough MP to make the flight up. Wow. What a monstrous seed. I can't believe it was both. Wow. Wasn't quite Merman required. It was close though. Merman was bait, but Silver Ring, Gold Ring was not, so take that as you will. I mean, that had to be like the second highest complexity, right? If it was Merman, and then third highest would have been behind that library. It's just messed up. Why were they such high complexity at the end? Yeah, we're gonna hold still, get our MP back. Let's just beat Drac real quick, don't mind me. We got Ricochet Stone and Shield Rod. Should just basically be GG. We're gonna regen enough MP that I can basically fly and shoot fireballs if I need to. We do have Holy Symbol, which makes our fireballs cheaper, so I'm more inclined to use Air Fireball on Dracula in particular. Actually, I can just jump. I was gonna say, I can actually jump out of that exit early. I want to win a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, Air Fireball with Shield Rod is no joke. I'm not even going to bother meleeing him. So the way I set up the axes, see how it was focusing that they all kind of collide in the bottom left? That's why I kind of started in the middle, specifically so it gets that pattern. So if he lingers anywhere near the bottom of the screen, it's just GG. And now we have basically full MP, so I'm gonna go absolutely spell crazy, but we're gonna wait a little bit for Ricochet Stone. We want Dracula to at least go up first to increase the amount of time that we have with Ricochet Stone. Oh, I think it's still... Ooh, it's still on cooldown, actually. That sucks. We did lose some damage there because it was still on cooldown from Shaft. Unfortunate. Still got him, though. Thank you, Ricochet Stone. Even on cooldown, you defeated Dracula. GG. Oh. What a seed. I'm just gonna mash start. It's fine. So you made it, chat. I guess while I'm waiting for that to happen, listen to some East music over the credits. I'm just gonna look to see where that number fell into range. So that was BCB4. Is that a valid palette, or did it forget to swap it from Castle 1 and Castle 2? So I did a pretty straightforward warp, so I think that would have just been in the other one. So I'm just doing a save palette check. And initialize it to the first castle, which is fine. Constants. So that what BCAA versus BCB4. Yeah, so that was definitely an existing change. So BCB4. How many would that have been? Oh, that would have been number 15, I think, literally, if I'm doing hex math correctly. So I could just pull that one out of the pool. BC is it B4 minus BCAA. Is that 15? Oh, it says it's number 10. Dang. Oops, I didn't do math correctly there. Oh, because it's 4 on... Oh, it's only 4 on the other one. Never mind. I understood what I did wrong. I understand now. I thought the other one was never mind. I flipped the 4 and the A in my head. That's fine. So 10 away. So why is that not a valid one? Maybe we'll just explore valid first save icons on stream. So right now it rolls randomly between 1 and 15, or 0 and 14 technically. So number 10 was not valid. But that makes me wonder, have we really been playing it this long and it's just never rolled that number? Like, think how many times we've used the save in all of these patches. Because originally it was 0 to 10, I think. Oh, no, it was 0 to 9 before. So when did I add more colors to First Castle? Maybe like 4 patches ago, maybe 5 patches. I mean, it's been a while, chat. I mean, it was before we even did Axe Armor stuff. Wow. Alright, well, that's been wrong for a while. We'll take a look at it in more detail. Yeah, GG, as we rock out on the guitar. So I guess we get to pick our favorite colors. That could be fun. Now, because I'm curious, how long was that awful full clear? Just so we can understand how brutal that was. And then maybe we'll just take a look at the first save. We'll go to the first castle, and we'll just say what colors we like, based off of what I can find. Oh yeah, that's true. I technically don't need a debug tool for the save thing. I could just overwrite it manually. Yeah, that's easy enough to do. Yeah, I don't need to... I'm not going to update the debug menu for that. I can just use the cheats for it. We're gonna sit through the remainder of I Am the Wind, and then we're gonna take a look at the save room, and we're gonna guess random numbers and or combinations, and chat will maybe pitch in with random numbers. So right now we were at BCAA was the starting hex. We could try like BCBA or B09. I think it'll probably still be BC something. But if chat has any combinations they just want to try to humor themselves, I will try it, as long as it's a B number at minimum. So maybe even BAAA would be allowed, or BDDD or something. Or BADD, we can see what bad looks like. If we go too high, it'll be out of range, essentially, and if we go too low, it will be out of range. So I'm gonna keep it somewhat close. say I Am the Wind sounding a little different today. So yeah, with that, then we'll fix all of the bad saves, I guess? So I didn't notice any other bugs other than noticing the first castle had a bad color. And the second castle looked 100% fixed. And I'm glad Chad even commented they like some of the new colors, so... It did take me some time to find them, let me say. I was very sad. I found some really cool ones in, like, the... like, DF range. And they only work in certain areas. I guess because it's more of, like, the tile set versus, like, an enemy... or not even an enemy, versus something on, like, Alucard or something. Which was very disappointing, I will say, because I was like, man... I had some really cool translucent ones. Where, like, part of it was see-through. It almost looked like, kind of like the Frozen Shard kind of color. Okay, so how long was that awful seed that I'm about to erase from existence? Humor me, game. Is it like 40 minutes in game time? 50? That was sub 40? Wow. So are you... Wow, no library card, full clear, sub 40. I mean, I think that's my fastest full clear. Okay. See, like... I don't know how this one had more percentage clear than the other one. I actually don't know why that one would have any kind of difference cleared. But interesting. The sub 40 clear is still really good for a full clear. It felt much longer, but I think that was the tedium of going back to first castle. We lost like 6 or 7 minutes on that. It was just nonsense. So anyway, let's oh, they're all like black marble. Ooh, I recognize this song. Oh, this is definitely Celceta. I remember playing Karna during this. Let's load a random save. We're gonna get rid of that other file so we never have to look at it again. We'll let Death pick her stuff, it doesn't really matter. So we're just gonna experiment with some save colors. We'll have an opinion towards it. Brilliant mail. Wow. Item drop. Okay. These colors are just kind of okay. So let's open the cheats up. This is BACF, so that we had... What was the other one that failed? BCB4. We should be able to just type this in again and see it fail. Yeah, so that one's no good. We have to get rid of that for sure. BCB5 is not good. What about BCB8? Ooh, that's a color. That is a color. Okay, chat. We're gonna start copying some colors. Love the music, just amping it up. Intense save room color action. We'll call this save colors first castle. So we have one color. We'll call this one... Well, I gotta do the OX to designate it, so there we go. I'm learning syntax gradually. We'll call this one... I don't know. I don't know what to call this. Like, icy something. I'm gonna call it Icy Bright. I'm not feeling very creative with names. How about these other colors? That one just looks hideous. It's not like an entertaining color. Ooh. Maybe BCB. BCBC. Ooh, that's kind of hard to see. Also, we're finding the transparent ones I found before, sort of. Interesting. Now that is hideous. Ooh, that looks a lot better. That looks a lot better. Call this one... Just to kind of like invert. Purple or something. I don't know what to call it. I need to come up with better names for colors. So yeah, I'm just literally typing in random things. I guess I could show chat what I'm doing. Ooh, window capture. Cheats. Oh. Cheats window, excuse me. Yeah, we're just gonna make it literally just focus on this. Just blow that bad boy up. There we go. Let's unselect that. We're at BCC currently. But BCD. No, that doesn't look good. I'll take this one for now. I want some variety without going too far outside the range. Don't like how that looks. That one's a little too dark. It's close to what I'm looking for, but a little too dark. Well, that one's just black. I'll take this one. This seems similar to the one I had in Second Castle, but it's fine. We're also gonna have to try these colors when we're done with them in other areas to see if they're loading properly. That way we don't get any unwelcome surprises later. So lots of dark colors, but I'm not really seeing what I'm looking for. Oh, that's a bit brighter. Try that one. Ooh, that one's hideous. No way. I'll call this one Alt Save Room. It kind of feels like it's taking the color of the other ones. Ooh, that one looks pretty good. Right now we're up to 5 colors. Call it like maroon. Darker shade of it. Don't really care about that. It has to be more different than that. Ooh, that looks awful. Yeah, let's go in the opposite direction. So I had BCAA. So what were the early ones like? That was actually not bad. Call this one lighter color. Have another monochrome one in here, maybe. And for more color variety. I was gonna say, what am I in? Alt Celceta land or something? What happened? I am in Best of Memories to Celceta. That makes sense. I was gonna say, I was like, wait a minute, 2 Celceta songs back to back? That looks awful. It's okay. So what does BCAA actually look like? Oh, well, we have a color like that already. Purple's okay. Darker version of it. Darker version of it. Darker version of it. darker version of it. Ah, the beat zero. Ooh, there's a lot of dead colors here. Ooh, glad we did not go in that direction. Okay, let's go backwards from here. We looked at A9, I think, before, right? We did. Let's try 9-0. It's getting closer. See, the downside is, like, some of the colors, they tend to be darker. I was kind of looking for something a bit brighter that isn't, like, neon green. We're getting the opposite of brighter. Slowly lighting up. Getting closer to a color I think I would want, but not quite. Ooh, that is that is hideous. Oh my, can we get a better color, please? It's not feeling better. Ooh. Oh, we're starting to get some red. See if we can get some red colors in. Oh, that is hideous. That one's okay. BC88, come on. Ooh, that's atrocious. I think that is transparent, but it's just like such a horrible color combos that it's not cool. Oh my god. Oh, speaking of horrible color combination, dark blue, like pale green and pink. What a combo. That is a great save point. You know what, that kind of reminds me of like a light bright. I might just keep it because it's so hideous. I mean, I can't mistake the save room, if nothing else. You know what, I'll call it light bright. The color was BCB 83. Sorry, BC 83. I like to name the colors in case people are looking for them later. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have in the other one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. To get a couple more colors here to balance it out. I think some transparent ones. That one's just hard to see. That is a special kind of terrible. I think I'm gonna add it. I'll call this one neon. So we have light, bright, and neon. Feels appropriate. I did say I wanted brighter ones. The transparent one was almost cool. I would have liked to have 1 or 2 transparent ones. We got an orange transparent. Ooh, that's interesting. Don't have many pinks. Or even like pink red color combos. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm okay with more colors, honestly. I might just keep going. Ooh. That's a little too bright. That one actually legitimately looks good. Glad we went a little further. Call it purple and pink. That's actually a really cool color set. One's just not even visible. Let's not do that one. Oh, is that like literally the outer edge? Wow, that was one of the last colors we could have found. Okay, so I think that might be all we can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Okay. I'm just curious if any of these colors even show up. Oh, they do. Feels like I'm kind of repeating some of the colors, though, so we might be good as is. I'm just trying random numbers. So what we're gonna do... Yeah, I was gonna say, you're not gonna unsee that save room for a while. Let's go to, like, a save room over here. We're in a completely different zone before. Let's see how the colors look. I don't think I actually gravity boots there. I went to gravity boot jump, and I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't go anywhere. Okay, we're just gonna try a save room up here. So we're in a different part of the first castle. Just to say we checked it in a couple places. We're just gonna cycle through all the colors that we have, and then we'll do maybe one more place to cycle through the colors. And then I'll make a very, very small edit, and then probably release this. I actually missed the East 4 soundtrack. Now that I'm hearing it again, I'm like, oh man, it had actually some nice action themes. Go re-listen to that later. Its entirety. Alright, so light bright is working. So let's go through all of our colors as the on-screen verification. Oh, this is a color changer one. Oh, I don't think we can use this one. It's unfortunate. Not the other ones. Ooh, that also doesn't load. That's not good. We're off to a bad start. Some of our colors just are not working. We can't use any of the low ones. That's really unfortunate. Where is the cutoff where it stops working? Is it light bright? Is light bright one of the final ones that works? I think that one was the same. So I guess after light bright, they don't work. So was there anything above light bright that was worth adding? It's pretty hideous. They're all quite awful in color. That one looks kind of neat, but I feel like we didn't see this one before. We're gonna try this one color again. So it's closer to the other colors. I went slightly out of range for the other one. How unfortunate. We'll call this one deep red or something. Maybe the BCBF maybe? Oh no, I mean that looks really cool, but I also don't remember seeing this one, which has me concerned. So we'll test this one again. Like again, I'm trying to keep the values close to the original colors. Try to avoid getting rid of ones that look neat. We'll try around here. If we could get a couple replacements. See, that red looks really cool, but I also feel like we didn't see this red when we were going through the cycles. I'm okay with having more reds. So, I mean, if this works, this one's pretty close in color to what I was looking for before. Probably just want to have one safety color, just in case. Here somewhere. Let's try this again. So we now have all the colors. Oh, I should see the later ones, I guess. We didn't verify that the other ones worked. Ooh, these are not the same. Oh no, are they all color shifted? It's gonna suck. So they are all different depending on where I am in the castle. That's not good. Invert purple looks actually the same. So there's something between these values where it doesn't work. How about after this? Is this also correct? No, that should have been a very different color. Man, it's just tricky finding ones that work. I remember seeing this one. This one was quite atrocious. Why are all the atrocious colors so consistent? So sad. Yeah, like this was gray as an example. I wrote that down earlier. Man, it's just tricky finding the right color matches for it. That one looks okay, but that's not quite what I was looking for before. Yeah, there's a few of them that seem to be mixing pixels. I would agree, Calvisham. So this is going to be a little trickier than I thought. I was hoping the original range would have been fine. So what about the new colors that I chose? Do they work in the first save area? That is bright. Holy. Oh, that's something. I'm not looking at the right list. I need CDC. So we saw that one. That one's consistent. What about CDF? It looks a little different than what I have written down, but that's still okay. Huh. Actually don't look terrible. Well, that one doesn't exist in the first castle. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so some of these seem to... It's weird that some of them work and some of them don't work. That one looks okay. That one also doesn't work. Do 0, and then 2, and 3. These actually look like the ones that I have in second castle for the most part. A couple of them look a bit different. Interesting. So you want to do some quick switches? Just spam rapidly, block, win. I guess I could get rid of these other colors. How they do. Yeah, it's just a shame that some of them just don't seem to hold the color. It might take some time to look through it. Like, this one is allegedly gray-purple, but I mean, like, look at it. It's not at all the color we were just witnessing. So finding the right bites might take some time. I guess for now I can leave it as is. I can record the colors that I found in the patch. I just won't use them until I test it a bit more. Like, some of them work. Like, Light Bright worked, Alt Red worked, and I think Invert Purple worked, but like the others didn't, so I don't know. I don't mind them color swapping to some extent, but I want to make sure that none of them are just like straight up invisible. So I think it's going to take me some time to figure out a good address range that works. I think we'll save that for another time. At least chat got to see the magic behind making the save palettes change. So we'll leave it on this one. Let's chat. Oh, did I update the patch notes correctly? I did. Okay. Just making sure we added the extra 1,111 health. Exactly. So I think from our standpoint, you know, we cleaned up the jumps. We made Galamoth slightly more challenging. So it does feel like Galamoth actually takes time to fight. It isn't just like over in a second. But his damage isn't really touched at all, so as long as you have good armor, it should be fine. We saw that his higher defense does help him against the onslaught of sub-weapons. And I think having him get a big health bonus and defense bonus for when you do get a sub-weapon via Cubazoe is pretty huge. If you do get one via Hammer, you could just cheese him a bit easier. But I'm okay with that. I mean, Hammer's very inconsistent. So if your strategy is find Hammer randomly in the castle, I guess you deserve to win, question mark, if you manage to keep it. But either way, the fight should be more challenging than before, without it being ridiculously impossible. As we demonstrated through 2 different runs, or like 7 different ways, but 1 different run. Assaulting him with mediocre stats versus god tier items. So I think that's all I really want to add for now. I might put a beta version of this out in order to potentially hand this over to Calvisham for Monday. Or if he wants to stream it Saturday, Sunday, it's really up to Calvisham. But otherwise, I think most of these changes are for the better of the game. So I don't want to sit on them too long. So I'll do a little bit more research, and then I'll probably do a beta patch. But anyway, chat, I think I'm done for now. If you could, speeding it up would be harder. Oh, you mean speeding up Galamoth? Yeah, I don't think I can really do that. I don't think I can really play with his AI at all. I don't know where that would be located and how you would even override it. I mean, the most I could probably do if I could figure out a clock that it checks for his delay between actions, I could technically overwrite the clock to be 0. Yeah, I can make it so, like, I'm sure you could probably find the timer it uses to determine when he does another action and just make him constantly cycle attacks and just never stop attacking. He never walks, just instantly swings again. But anyway, chat, I think I'm done for now. Hope you enjoyed playing around with the, I guess, the colors and some of the stats of Galamoth. We also tested Silver Ring, Library, most of the missed gates. They seemed fine. But we're gonna say goodbye to YouTube now. They get to be sent out on more East 4. Sorry, East. Sorry, Tower of Providence. But for now, we're going to say goodbye to YouTube. So if you did watch to this point of the video in the VOD, I'd just like to say thank you for watching. Hope to see you again next time.